Welcome to the podcast for this week. Just got to have a little bit of a hump at the moment. I just got a call.
Got the shits.
Got to be careful. Sometimes people just, who you deal with in life.
You get angry, don't you?
Well,
You don't like people taking advantage.
Nobody likes that.
No.
Nobody likes that. But anyway, that's life. I suppose, as you get older, you think you can avoid those people, but sometimes they're like Velcro.
They're dickheads everywhere.
Yeah.
I would have thought
They're all around.
I would have thought that after your mass experience in dealing with people like that before in your life, and I would have thought it would have been more like water off a duck's back these days for you. But I've actually found that the older you get, the more bitter you get, and the more you want to begrudge.
He takes offence.
No,
You take more offence, I think, the older you get. Like they're disrespecting you.
I have noticed you're getting a lot more bitter as you're getting older. Like
what?
Yeah, you and Mum.
bitter. Like
Hey, what are you bringing me into it for?
She has.
You've got some
agreed
hate.
with that.
Oh, I've always hated. In fact, I think my hate has gotten less as I've gotten older.
We went to a promo. We had to do a promo recently, and went down there. And I'm like, because I deal with all types of media, have for a long time. But when I went down there, they were like, "Oh, you need to speak to this person, that," and they were influencers. And I went, "Hey, listen, I'm 53. I'm too old for this shit."
Yeah.
Got to move with the times, John.
Is that what this is about?
No, this is completely different.
This is just he's actually diverting from
people
the
get that.
actual
When
cause of his pissing off.
When you're
at the
saying to a
moment.
person, "Listen, I don't need to be basically, doing a serious interview with someone who is." I don't know, gets his hair permed for,
Whoa,
whatever.
whoa.
What's wrong with perms, bruh? Don't disrespect the perm.
Shout out Nathan Cleary. Is that a wave he wears?
It's Liam Martin's got the perm. No, I don't think you should be
Throwing
stones at people with perms. First of all, but second of all, I love your shirt, bro. It's good.
Love it. That colour is you,
The
Matthew.
colour's really good. That light blue brings out your brown eyes.
Well, it's a bright light blue.
Yeah, baby
Baby
blue. I think it's
blue.
referred to as a baby blue.
it's
That's a baby blue.
this.
Yeah.
No,
that's
it's
great.
like
Is it?
a grey
I've
sky
told her-
blue, maybe.
Tone to Jack there for people
Not
that
sky.
can't
If the
see
sky's that colour, you should be worried.
Yeah, sky's that colour. There's a storm coming.
Yeah, no, Matt's
Cyclone
more sky
Alfred.
blue.
Or
Sky
slightly
blue.
cloudy.
Well,
The bluest
let's
of
just
blue.
peel the scab back. And what happens is Cooper, as Jack will test me to, every single day there's just clothes that get sent to him.
To be
So-
fair, it's been a lot less lately.
It has.
a bit angry, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Talk about getting bitter.
what he does, he pulls it out, and when he puts it back, I'll go in and try it on. I've got a whole new wardrobe of stuff that's been sent to you that you don't realise that I've stolen.
No,
And
I
actually,
know
some
you've
of
stolen.
you've stolen back.
Yeah. Well, some of the stuff
There was a muscle shirt
some of the that Dad
that I'm
tried.
confused about.
Dad's been trying to steal lots of my stuff, but like stuff sometimes that I've had for ages, and I was like he stole one of my hats the other day, and I went,
Were
I
you
was like,
saving it
Have you
for a
stolen
good
my?
day?
No, like I wear it every day,
Oh.
and he'd stolen it. Obviously, he'd been watching me wear it, and I was like, "Have you stolen this?" And he goes, "Oh, I thought you were going to throw it out." I said, "Bro, it's on my bedside table. It's been sitting there for like 6 months. I use it every day."
Your room is like, honestly, it's like a bomb's gone off in your room.
Wow.
Your room, let me just sit straight between the eyes of this son, is a disgrace.
Actually, no,
Your
it's not.
Your lifestyle is a disgrace.
Why is it not at the moment,
I
Cooper?
will accept the lifestyle part.
Because
Why?
this morning I've been up since 4:30 and I've washed his sheets, stripped everything back, got all the clothes, sorted them. So after this, we're going to go and finish off, aren't we? So it's actually tidy.
And don't you be smiling over there, eh?
Jax.
Old baby
He's
blue.
improved.
Oh, mate,
What have I
honestly, when you go and have an Edgar, Britt, at least, mate, scrubbed. Honestly, when he comes
Mate,
out of it,
Do you know what?
it's like a
Okay, it comes out of where? Go ahead. Colin.
out of your ass.
The rear.
No,
It's and goes in the toilet. But honestly, you go in there, it's like there's been a massacre in there.
Well, you know what?
Rather than blood, there's shit.
Mate,
To
nice that
Jack's
there's one
credit.
It's nice that there's one task in the house that you can actually do, Cobber, which is flush the toilet.
Yeah. And scrub it. What I'm saying is everyone can flush it, but only a good soul will actually scrub it. Although Trisha's plastic scrubbers,
They're
like-
rubber.
oh,
Yeah,
they're-
And they're more
shit. They
hygienic
don't
than they
work.
are. They do work. You just have to use them properly, Matthew.
Cooper,
and
do
may
they
I
work?
say,
Jack, you wouldn't know.
Look,
Cooper, do they work?
To be fair, I don't leave skiddies, so because I always throw toilet paper down first, so I don't leave a skid
man
mark.
like myself.
But mainly because I don't want
Splash.
I've got a phobia of the splashback hitting the bottom of my
My,
chin.
my
believe
whole
me.
life done that. I've done that my entire life as
Yeah.
well.
What, the paper
It's
in?
funny we've never brought that up with each other.
Yeah, no. Well, it's a thing.
And I do it too.
Yeah, but sometimes my issue is particularly in public toilets because I'm
Oh,
an
yeah.
over wiper in public toilets. I've been clogging heaps lately, and then I just leave it. I just bounce straight out.
Oh,
of
no.
it.
Maybe do a mid-flush, Cooper.
Do you do that, Trish?
What?
to lay the toilet paper down.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Do you do it? No, you like the
No,
splash.
I if it's our toilet, I quite like the splash. However, when you go to an airport toilet and you go, or a service station toilet,
Ooh.
and you go bump and you get the splash,
Yeah.
you go, oh, what have I just caught?
Wait, so would you call it like a homemade bidet sort of a thing? Like a
Bidet.
Yeah,
Ew.
good play, well played.
Yeah.
Well, but-
Did-
yeah,
Did you notice you didn't have to do it in America, Coop? You didn't have to put the.
No.
I know, because they're better. Told you better toilets.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
almost
shallow bowl.
They almost catch your turd like it's a wiki keeper. It just sort of catches it.
Well,
and
the
goes
water's
with
up higher.
because it goes like with the momentum. It sort of just goes. It's like, yeah, how's that?
And then
Like,
it's like that hurricane that goes
Catches
and
it
it takes
with
it out.
soft hands, so to
Yeah.
speak, compared to Nirachaza in
didn't
Eastern
do it,
Hungary,
Chris.
where you do a shit on
Pooper.
you do a
Don't- I
shit.
mean, Matt, don't use that
Well,
word.
that's what it is.
Or say poop.
You
Yeah.
do a shit on a platform, and then you get to examine the poop on the platform, and then you press the button, the platform disappears and it gets flushed.
Yeah.
Because they want you to experiment or basically examine your stool.
because if there's blood and stuff in it, it's more of the health indication.
But you know what?
Which I had to find out the hard way. I've just had my earlier this week. Just had my ultrasound on my kidneys. Doctor
Kidneys,
think-
was it?
Yeah. He thinks I might have some issues with my kidneys. I might not be
Oh.
functioning well.
Yeah.
So
Wonder why-
fingers crossed.
Tell him, Coop. Tell him, Coop.
Ooh.
The questions that he asked and whether you would have failed.
Oh yeah,
them.
this was funny. He goes, okay. He goes, do you smoke? And I went, no, I don't smoke. And he goes, oh cool. Do you vape? No, don't vape.
Good boy.
And then he goes, do you drink? And I went, oh.
Oh,
And he goes, how many times a week? I said, oh, probably once a week. And he goes, oh, okay. And then he goes, how many standard drinks?
oh.
And I went, and I just threw out, I went, oh, what's like, I won't tell him the accurate one, but I won't think, and I went, oh, 10. And I thought, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And his reaction to 10 was bad. He was like, oh. And then I instantly felt even worse about myself because I was like, geez, I lied. Like I halved it.
Gee.
And now,
Yeah.
and then he's being like 10 a week, like in a day. That's not good. That's binge drinking. And I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, I
sorry.
knew that.
Yeah. Sorry, just don't want to die of boredom, Doc.
Yeah. I know. I said, oh, what am I going to go and have like 3? Then what's the point?
I know. That's right. I did it one the other day when they say, oh, like, let's say, for instance, you get a vodka and soda. You go, that's 2 standard drinks. Oh, okay.
Like what? One vodka and soda is 2 standard
2
drinks.
standard drinks.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't ask for double?
No, it's just a single is.
Really?
Trish. It's if you type it in, don't you look at MIDI as a standard, but 2 of the vodka, a simple vodka is worth 2 standard drinks.
Oh, I didn't realise
So I was
that.
working out the other day, go, right, how much do I sometimes have in a session? And I realised I must have nearly 40 standard drinks.
Yeah.
I wonder
you
what
would.
the doctor.
No, you wouldn't.
Well,
Yeah,
you look
that's-
back. You look at like some blokes that sit there and have a case on an Arvo,
Oh, God. That's horrible.
and they're having full strength. So that's 24 beers, 1.3, 24 times 1.3. You're having about. At Burger it'd be about 30.
What's it? Why have you just turned
Go back into about it
Kendrick
then.
Lamar?
Yeah, add another about
We'll be back after these short
6.
messages. No, it's about 30. I reckon it'll be about 35, 34 standard drinks, and that's a lot. That's a lot of schooling.
It is a
Uncle
lot.
Herbie. Uncle Herbie Pearson.
Oh,
mate,
he's
once
not an
drank-
uncle. He's not related.
Once he drank over 50 schooners in a sitting. And he was hailed as
Yeah.
the unofficial mayor of Cessnock.
So, but making sure I'll keep everyone up to date with my kidneys. So, like,
Okay, if you were a famous film villain, which would you be and who do you see a bit of yourself into this villain? Jack?
Jake the Muss.
So who are you going to say, Jack?
I was trying to think of some of the really dark arc.
Jump in, Trish.
Megamind, Cobber.
Oh, Megamind.
Right,
Yeah.
Megamind's
I
a
don't
good-
even know who that is.
Megamind doesn't get enough raps, man. It's a great movie.
He's a good villain. You know what I like about villains? Like when they create a villain who's actually a good bloke, who's a genuinely good bloke inside, but they've just had a dark path or something that's happened to them that's forced them on that path. Megamind's very similar. Will Ferrell actually voices him.
He does, yeah.
And
Does he?
yeah. It's animated, but it's very he's actually a good bloke. And he's just because he was born blue and he had a giant head, he found it really hard to deal with bullies and stuff, and then that sets him on their villain arc.
I get that. It's a little bit like Joker. When you see, that's what they're very good at these days with villain. They give the villains a backstory which enables you to understand why.
To be empathetic.
That's why Batman's got the best villains, I think, because they're more relatable. You
So
know?
true.
Compared to like aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're more human. Like
Yeah.
Batman himself is kind of like he's almost a villain. Batman. He could have gone either way. When his parents got killed in that alley, Batman could have gone either way, Trish. He could have gone villain arc. He chose to use that power and that darkness inside of him for good to destroy other villains. But he could have very easily gone and just started killing normal people.
No. I had a beer with Arthur recently. He's the guy who looks after his house, puts the bat signal out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Arthur from like Joker.
No. I was actually
Who's Arthur?
trying to be funny. You know how
The butler.
The butler. What was his
Alfred.
name?
Alfred.
I was having a beer with Al. You know, people do that. I was having a beer with so and so that. I having a beer with Alfred. Jeez, I tell you, he speaks highly of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And his late father.
You know, yeah. Anyway,
Do you know Megamind looks like Cole Flanagan?
Oh.
Sorry,
It does.
where is Megamind from? I
he's
have
an
no
animated
idea.
movie. We'll show you later. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
don't bother.
Jarchi, friend of the podcast, Jack
Yeah.
Arstow from the We Mean Well podcast, he told a mate of his, so he worked with a guy named Wayne Bruce, and they called him Man Bat. That was his nickname. Because Bruce Wayne,
He's backward.
that
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Do
we
you
get
get
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took you a while. Anyway, my
No, I
villain.
didn't.
Thanks, John Scuba.
Good.
Yeah,
Thanks for talking.
John
Well,
Starkey.
I got to lift the podcast up because you got two people over here who aren't talking, and then you got Dad who's dribbling about.
Hang on, when I speak, I'm being
Alfred.
told to shush.
But the difference was you spoke over him, which I get. You know.
Which you've done a few times this
Yeah.
podcast already.
And it'll allow you to do it once. And then, anyway,
What we can do, just turn her down, and when she puts her hand up, we'll turn her up like a bat signal.
So what you don't like is engaging in conversation.
Turn
I'm
her down.
engaging with
Turn her
you.
down.
When you say something, I'm engaging.
Down.
Oh,
I would, but I'm about to talk. My villain, Johnny Lawrence from the Cobra Kai dojo. Sweep the leg, Johnny, sweep the leg. He's one of my favorite villains. I think they've painted him out to be a bad guy. I think he's almost like it's 50-50 whether I think he divides the audience. Some people wanted Cobra Kai to win. Some people wanted Daniel's
guy.
son to win. So I think it kind of divides the audience. I love Johnny Lawrence. I think he's awesome as a villain, and I'm a big fan. I see a little bit of myself in it.
Yeah, I like that. I like the old fella who trains him. What's his name? Yeah,
John Kreese.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He doesn't divide audience. Everyone just sits
Everyone
on one
knows
side.
he's
Yep.
a bad bloke. What about you, Trish? Villain?
I'm going Catwoman
God.
Okay.
Why?
because she gets to wear that sexy unitard
Yeah. And how does
and little eye mask.
Yep. And how does it relate to you?
And she likes to shit in trays. Otherwise known as my chest.
What's wrong with you today, crazy man?
Oh, I just hate being used up, mate. Anyway, sorry, Trish.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah. Well, realistically, I mean, it was that or the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, you can do that very, very well.
We could,
And so I went for the sexier one, if you don't mind.
yeah, I do.
Who's your favourite Catwoman?
The original.
Halle
Eartha
Berry.
Like in the
Pfeiffer.
in the actual
Michelle Pfeiffer.
no in
no.
the actual
Series.
Batman's TV series that I watch when I grow up. To be honest, I haven't watched many of the Batmans.
With Adam West?
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt.
When he did, no, it wasn't Eartha Kitt. No,
She must have been the one before that.
she must have been. Yeah, no.
The OG. Sorry, I was
The OG,
Yeah.
the original gangster.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I've gone Bane.
Oh,
Bane.
hit us with one.
Yeah, in that franchise, I still put. I mean, the Heath Ledger's joke is insane, but man, I love Bane. It's a great character.
You do a good.
Impersonation.
You do a good Bane. Go on, show me. You do a good Bane. I've seen you do it.
I'm just trying to think the proper context to put this in.
Oh, actually, while we were away, Cobber, we did a game, me, Trish, and Coop, while we were in LA. We were staying with Angus Sampson.
Yeah.
A game where we would do a villain, but we do someone else's line. And Cooper did one where he did.
Oh, I videoed
So
it. I
Cooper
think.
did Hans Gruber falling off Nakatomi Tower, but it's actually they cast Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson was saying goodbye to Bruce Willis as he was falling off Nakatomi Tower. Could we give you a line for you to do Bane?
Bane.
Oh, this is genius.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, I've got it on video.
I wonder
Got it
why.
on video.
Because
Because
sometimes
you told me you stipulated do not post that.
Yeah, sorry, Coop, you're about
Something to do with
you're about
kidneys.
11 beers deep.
Why don't okay?
that's just where you park your car.
Why don't you
Yeah,
do?
okay, that'll do.
Okay, what was that? I don't
That was
understand.
from Lethal Weapon.
What about Bane doing Christopher Walken? The Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Hey, little man. How are you? I brought this gift from you. It was a gift from your grandfather to your father. He was captured as a prisoner of war camp. And I hid this uncomfortable piece of metal in my ass for 5 years.
He's not South African.
I was about to say that.
He just sounds like
No,
Kevin
now he sounds
Peterson.
Indian.
He sounds like Kevin Peterson on the sports coverage.
I hid this piece of uncomfortable chunk of metal in my ass, and I held a garage. But then again, as they say, a garage is just somewhere where you park your car.
Hey, that was actually very good. That was a very good Andrew Abdo impersonation at the end.
Confusing, but good.
Shout out to Billy Birmingham. But yeah, I love Bane. He goes, if I pull this off, man, will it hurt? It will hurt immensely.
No.
For you.
Yeah.
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 what-
Thanks
what?
for jumping in.
He
there,
didn't say immensely. I'm
Yeah, I
sure.
don't know.
I'm certain he did not say the word immensely.
I'm just adding a bit of
Yeah,
drama.
come on, Jack. It's called a Jack. It's called ad lib. You think if Christopher Nolan puts it in the script, obviously Tom Hardy's going to go off script and ad lib.
He says it would be extremely painful for you.
For you.
Yeah, not immensely.
Last episode of White Lotus, we talk about this all the time, but the latest episode, Sam Rockwell makes an appearance. And we're not giving anything away here to say, Jack, it could be the greatest monologue since Christopher Walken with the uncomfortable piece of metal, #watch in his ass during Pulp Fiction. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is good. He's one of my favourite actors, actually, Sam Rockwell. He's really good. He's really good in that 3 billboards outside Epping, Missouri.
Very good.
Yeah, he's very good.
Who's he? That the cop?
He's the
No, he's a good guy in that,
He's
isn't he?
the bad policeman.
he's one of the cops
Initially.
Everything changes halfway through.
And
It's not really
it has. I don't want to spoil it for people because it's only been out this week, but he might have an up there with Christopher Walken style monologue that is it is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. It is so good.
The guy sitting opposite him just staring at him as he talks about his old friend, as he talks about what he's been up to the last 3 or 4 years.
It makes me question a lot of things.
Yeah.
Trish looked straight at me and goes, "Oh, were you getting turned on when you heard that?" I went, "What?
Well,
What
I
are you
haven't seen
talking
it.
about?"
I haven't seen it, but I will say for the people that haven't watched White Lotus, you should get started. I'm only at season 2, but you should get started. It's bloody awesome. I can't
is
wait to
awesome.
get up. The way you guys are frothing at the mouth about season 3.
So
I
we've
can't
only
wait to
got
get
one
up
more
there.
ep left next week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the last ep.
Jack, can I ask you something, right? On Sunday night, we had Campbell Graham on our Sunday night
Stretch.
show.
Yes.
Came in. What a terrific bloke.
One of the great fellas. he
And
is.
we were talking about there is a coach in the league who goes by a nickname. It's not. It's pretty mild as far as nickname of taking the piss concerned.
It's very mild.
It's
Is
very
Dad
mild.
allowed to say the nickname? or
No,
not?
he can't say it because he won't be happy.
He'll know who you're
Does
talking
that
don't think
does that coach know his nickname?
Yeah, he does.
It flows on from when he was a player.
Now,
Okay.
what happens is they all talk. They call him this behind his back, and only once or twice he's overheard it and gone nuts. And Campbell said, "The only person in history that I've actually seen say it to this coach straight to his face is Jack Johns called him this name." And I said, "Really? What happened?" He goes, "He went fucking berserk."
He
Oh, really?
He did. Yeah, he went off his nut. He likes to portray himself in a certain light. This coach
As a good guy?
Yeah, not so much a good guy or a bad
Clean
guy.
living.
It doesn't make you a bad or good or bad guy, but he obviously has a perception of himself that he doesn't want to get out there.
Yeah.
And I'd heard through past teammates and past coaches he'd had, they actually teed me up to say it to him.
Oh, you
And
got set up.
Yeah,
Didn't go
I
good.
said it to him once, one-on-one, and he was filthy.
What
How
did he
long
say?
did he hold the grudge for?
Oh, I don't know. He was all right about it after that.
Right. I'm going to give you 5 future bets, and which one you want to pick. Right now, these are 5 scenarios.
Yeah, you go.
Which one you think's the most likely and like to have a bet on?
For this round?
No, as far as the end of the competition. Right.
Oh, right.
Have a think about this. Cowboys for the wooden spoon, $7.50.
I
1 sec, I'll get through 'em.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs to make the grand final, $6.50. Cronulla to win the minor premiership, $8.50. Melbourne Penrith grand final, $7.50. Canberra Raiders to make the top 4, $6. Which one would you take in that lot? You know the one I'd take? I'd go Cronulla Sharks minor premiership at $8.50. I think they're very consistent side. Taking that next level is the question, but I can see them winning the minor premiership.
I saw that come up on the telly the other night, and I actually thought North Queenslanders wooden spooners might be a safe bet.
They're up to their ears in it. Trish.
But I also like the Canberra in the top 4.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, Canberra, the top, they've just got a reputation of starting the year well, and then that middle to late part, they sort of die off, don't they?
They tend to, but they look this year. They're playing a good style of football.
They play so
don't
they
have to graft.
play hard though. That's the problem. Like some teams can get away without playing every single week, so up for it, but they
got to.
they have to, and they do it well. It's just whether you can do it week in
Consistently.
So what are you thinking?
It was that's what they draw on other things for motivation, as we saw in Vegas. But I think I'm with you a little bit now that you brought it to my attention. Cronulla full minor premierships are good because what they have on an edge on Storm and Penrith and Broncos, but around State of Origin period, they don't lose anyone really.
Yeah.
They don't. The only 2 that have sort of played Origin in the last 3 years as Nico and Cam McGuinness.
I'm liking them more, man.
So they don't
They
don't really lose anyone.
$8.50. That's good value.
And it's value. But in that, I would probably take, at the moment, after the first 2 rounds, Cowboys to get the spoon because they haven't been performing well. Although they have played against 2 good sides, Manly and Cronulla. So let's not
Trish,
go
what
too
did you
early.
take?
I've already said.
Okay. What else going on this week, guys?
Do you know what? I've written something down for you guys, actually, because I knew I was... Okay. Something I want to bring up was something happened yesterday, all right? Now, we sort of spoke about the weird scenes in White Lotus, but I wanted to bring to everyone's attention your opinion on watching intimate scenes in movies or TV shows with your parents in the room. What's everyone feel about that?
Awkward with anyone in the room.
Well, have you ever...
Even I'm on my own. Awkward. I hate...
But have you ever...
Gaz and Gail used to get a massive turn on.
Talking from your perspective when you were kids watching it with your parents...
Oh, I never watched anything like that.
You never watched
with my
intimate
parents.
scenes with them?
I did. Turn on. Massive turn on.
Really?
Yeah.
You're creepy.
For who?
For me. Just watching mum and dad watching that and me sitting there and them watching me. Wow.
Jack?
Sicko.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Yeah, I always found it awkward. And we were watching a movie yesterday. It was White Lotus season 2, and somebody was receiving a blowjob on the thing. Yeah, okay, settle down, Trish. You know what's coming.
She doesn't know what that is.
Oh, God knows
I
what's
do.
coming. Yeah, take your teeth out, Trish. Just a joke. Now, what happened was someone was getting a blowjob on the TV, and I went kind of awkward because I knew Trish was behind me on her laptop, and I didn't know whether she was watching or not, but I just thought, I'll just face the front and start watching. Well, she was, because then Trish, while it was going on, said, Coop, why do you reckon they call it a blowjob when, like, it's the motion of it is more inward, like it's more of a sucking. And I was just like, oh, Trish, do not ask your son that. I said, that is the most inappropriate question to ask your son.
That is what he said to
Maybe
me.
that's what's been going wrong.
What?
Should be blowing, babe. No sucking. What about the old rusty trombone?
What?
Yeah,
I know what that is, yeah. Mate, you're filthy today.
Mate, I'm just angry, mate.
You are. When you're angry, you get
Stop
filthy.
being so angry. You're putting bad juju in the room.
You're making him angry now.
And
You're making Jack angry.
Well, he's angry.
Jack is angry. He
What
has
else is going on? Trish,
Well, you know what? This week, I did a bit of pruning and made a mess. And Johns, get your head out of the gutter. And so I had to get someone to come and collect it. And so I used Airtasker for the very first time.
Oh, yeah.
Just all over it.
I've heard about this. Well, no, because wouldn't suggest it's great. So, people come in, made offers. I checked with him. I said, that's the total price. I'd posted photographs of what needed to be collected. Then he turns up, puts all the stuff in the back of his van, then knocks on my door and goes, oh, yeah, that'll be $100 more.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm like, well, you should have said that before you put the stuff in. And I could have said, well, no, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I did that once before with Airtasker.
So I don't think I'll use it again.
In 2020, well, good to see they're going to jump on board for the potty. 2021, I had to get over the border, and I didn't have a place. I hadn't had a unit yet, so I had to stay at Cam Munster's joint, and it was covered in cobwebs when I got there, like because we'd been away for like 12 months. So the hedges, everything was filthy. There was dust everywhere. There was spiders living everywhere. And Money just says, "Oh, bro, all good. Just stay there, but just clean it before you go. Get a cleaner in." I went, sweet.
Oh.
So me and Harry ended up coming and staying there too because we both didn't have a joint yet. And I got an Airtasker person to come in. Anyway, she never showed up. And we were leaving the next day to get into our place. So then me and Harry were like, we're going to have to do this ourselves all night.
Are you okay?
All day and all night. We got up, scrubbed everything. And then Money got down there. And then he rang me and I was like, oh, he'll be saying thanks for everything. And he was like, bro, you left the joint in the pigsty. I was like, bro, I swear on my life, we worked for like 7 hours trying to clean the toilets and everything and get all these cobwebs out. High standards.
Munster doesn't seem to me be that sort of guy who's so anal about clean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he probably had his partner with him, and we have different standards of clean.
To be fair, I think it was the partner who said it to Mund, who then fed it onto us.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've got AirTag issues because on my phone, I'm getting a message saying my AirTag that I put in my luggage, which I've only used once, I might add, is running low on battery.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is.
Oh.
Like I know it's somewhere in the house, but it doesn't refine it so particularly that I can find it, and I don't know where it is.
We're going to have a bit of a Easter hunt after then and try to find your AirTag.
That's not really an issue, though.
Well, it kind of is. Well, then I can't use it.
Just buy another one. They're like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AirTags, no, they're not. They're like 90.
No, they're not. They're not $90.
Oh, well, I bought all of ours, and I'm sure.
Well, get in touch with us, people, and let us know how much your AirTags
Well,
cost.
how about when Matt, I gave Matt his, I mean, he wouldn't know where his is. He put it in his luggage, and then he became obsessed with his luggage. He could keep checking it. Like he never gave a shit about where his luggage was ever. So then I actually threw his. I went, oh no, it's just not working.
you-
for him.
Just
You
threw away
get paranoid.
$90.
You're paranoid.
I am. As I get older, I do get paranoid.
Yeah, you do.
Who said that?
Freaky man. Yeah.
It's time, people, for film, fame, and vinyl. And today we're going to talk about, actresses and actors who have gone into music and vice versa. Musicians have gone into acting. And look, it's always fraught with danger. And the reason I bring this up, we spoke last week on film, fame, and vinyl on the career of Will Ferrell. And there was plenty of chat around John C. Reilly. Now, John C. Reilly has a serious album coming out in June. Yep. Yeah, I know. Under the name Mr. Romantic, and the album's called What's Not to Love. This is his debut single.
Is it a piss tape?
Oh,
No.
Are we sure it's a piss?
I'm sure it's a
It's-
piss tape.
No, it's not. It's serious. It said that he's been into jazz and tried all this other thing, and this is the genre he loves most.
All right.
Let's have a listen. This is Dreams, John C. Reilly.
Yeah. Shit, hang on, I'm going to turn it up on the thing.
Yeah, it's probably enough.
Yeah,
My
I know. It's
question-
got to be a piss tape.
My
Has to
question
be a
is,
joke.
why would you do that?
But I feel
Because
like
he's a comedian.
he's a funny guy, isn't he?
But I think it's serious. It's been sold, and Rolling Stone magazine said it's a serious venture he's gone into. He sees it's the next step in his career, and I agree.
Well, he's done a lot of music.
I back him. I back him.
You like it?
I think he's really good. I think he's really talented. And I think you guys should all be. I think you guys should all be really, really careful what you say, because I think he's got. He's going to make you eat your words.
Okay.
Wow.
Who do you think he's targeting to?
His target audience? Deaf people? No, you reckon?
No, I don't know, darling.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at least he was a serious actor at one point.
Was he?
He was too.
Yeah, he did heaps of serious roles before he did comedy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He was a proper.
What was he noted for?
Oh, what?
He was
serious?
he was in a couple. No, he was in like there's a couple funny movies where he like dips into drama, like Boogie Nights and stuff like
Boogie
that.
Nights, he's awesome.
But he's in a couple war movies. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
in
yeah.
the 80s.
I think
Really?
it was The Thin Red Line. He was in that.
He was in one of them with maybe Michael J. Fox as well.
Yeah,
I think
right.
he might have been in one. I can't remember which ones they
Fair
were. But he's done.
many times.
I've seen him do serious.
Yeah, like his role, like Boogie Nights is a dramedy, and his role isn't completely straight, but it's not complete joker as well. He's very, very good in that.
No, he's not a joker. But I will say he's done the music stuff before, because if anyone is familiar with his work, he did a movie called The Dewey Cox. It's called Walk Hard.
On.
Yeah.
Walk Hard.
It's a bit of a
not Walk
takeoff
On.
of Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But
excellent.
it's very funny. Like, it's a very, very funny sort of fake documentary movie on a
Mockumentary?
Mockumentary, yeah.
But it's very good. Like, he's got some, and
Can you sing the
His
song?
music in it is actually pretty good.
It is good.
Like, I will say, if you watch it, the vocals are a bit off, but the music itself is good.
I wonder who the songwriters were. They must have been very well established songwriters, because they're very catchy.
Yeah, yeah.
They have
Maybe he did it himself, Cobber.
Maybe he did.
Again, you're giving him no credit.
Jack's fired up.
Do we know if he wrote this stuff that he's singing?
No,
Probably.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I
I
think
hope
so.
so.
Yeah, well, his good stuff is, if you want to listen to it, Walk Hard. That's one of the songs that's like, walk hard, down,
Down.
lives rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then A Guilty as Charged.
Oh,
That's
that's
another
the
one.
one.
That's
That's the
probably
guy.
my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's like, at this point in the movie, he's like really drugged up, and he's just developed an addiction to all these drugs, and he like rolls in like a rock star with like a full black suit and sunglasses. And it's real cheesy. Like, it's a real cheesy song.
Excuse my, Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Yeah, that's how it starts. And it's got like a trumpet in the back, like Timmy Trumpet's playing. But he's also, of course, in Step Brothers, when Prestige Worldwide, him and Will Ferrell, Boats and Hoes.
Yeah, he's the drummer. He
Yeah.
drums.
No, but he sings in Boats and
In
Hoes.
Boats and
in the
Hoes.
song.
How does that go?
It's like boats and hoes, boats and
and
hoes. Gotta get me and my boats and hoes.
You know-
Deadliest catch without the crabs. We're almost out of gas, so call
Call the Arabs. Prestige worldwide.
Prestige worldwide. Yeah,
Not
they're looking for funding.
Do you blind draft cover?
Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to run before we do blind drafts. I'm going to run through some of the ones. I've left a lot of notables out, Jack, of actors who have gone into singing. Just give me a bit of what you think about this. Kylie Minogue. Trish, would you say nailed it or failed it?
No, I'm not impressed with her acting skills.
But was she acting to singing?
No,
first?
acting going into singing.
So she
'Cause
started.
she was an actor to start with.
Oh, was she
an
though?
actress. Yeah,
But she still sang because
She was
she'd
Neighbours.
make guest appearances on Young Talent Time with her sister.
Let's move on. Gosh,
Back in the day.
She's a harsh critic.
Jason Donovan.
Who's
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah, he had hits in the UK in particular.
Oh yeah.
What was it? that one.
Guilty as charged.
Who's Jason Donovan?
Yeah,
Yeah, he also was in Neighbours. He was Kylie's husband.
Jared Leto.
Oh, I like his music.
No, I don't like 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm not a fan of their stuff.
No, he's too earnest.
I don't mind it.
He's a good actor. Like I think he's actually he's a really good actor. Like he's
he's good.
He's done some dark stuff which I'm not a fan of, but like when he actually has roles where he's more relatable, I think he's actually quite good.
I liked him in Blade Runner 2034. He appears in that. He's a really bad dude in that. He's convincing now.
Yeah.
Steve Martin, the comedian.
Oh, was that Cheaper by the Dozen, Steve Martin?
Yeah.
Well, he sings.
He is known as one of the world's best banjo players.
I've seen him. Yeah,
Oh,
Insane.
banjo.
yeah, he's very good.
Russell Crowe.
Rusty.
No, he should
Careful,
stick
Jack.
to acting.
Whoa. Someone got the tall poppy syndrome today.
No, I just think, need to know your strengths and accept them.
And what about this turd?
Stay in your lane, guys.
What about this turd? Gwyneth Paltrow. She's in a movie called Duets. She's actually... So she's the actress acting like a singer, and the other one is Huey Lewis, which is a nice little connection, is the singer acting like
An actor.
Well, being
an actor. Who do you think does it better? I think Huey.
I think Huey was great.
love
but
Huey.
I really liked that song for her. And she also sang in High School. What was that?
Musical.
No. You know that show that was on?
High School Murder.
Mythbusters.
No. There was a show set in a school.
Man vs. Wild.
No, it was a weekly.
Is that Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Oh Jesus! No, everyone knows what it is. It was a very famous show, TV show.
Friends.
That's right. There's no
Don't
point.
worry, you're
Let's
taking
not-
the piss.
Can we not? Yeah, obviously, because no one knows. Let's
Yeah,
stop
well, it
speculating
is.
for half an hour on a podcast.
That Michelle, what's her face?
The
was
biggest
in it.
loser.
Michelle.
It's not Australian.
Buffy the Vampire Killer.
You guys are horrible.
You can
Just
Google it
keep
on your
talking.
own.
Okay, should we move on?
Blind draft.
Cheers. The TV show Cheers.
Okay, let's go to blind
Now
draft.
this one is the opposite. Singing going to acting. Who did it? Beyonce. What do you think?
I liked her in Austin Powers.
Gold member.
Yeah.
And I saw her just the other day in a singing trio thing.
Struggle.
Yeah, she did pretty well, but she was a better singer.
Struggle. Madonna, she's been a few. She's not that good.
You're picking very niche.
Niche.
But
Well, I'm gonna leave some for
because
Jack.
no one's really seen those people even acting.
Yeah, well,
films.
Well, she did the
She's
Cuban.
going good.
I know. I've got my neck's out, so I
stop
lose my
talking.
memory.
Meatloaf. Hey, I tell you who can pull it off as an actor. Meatloaf in Fight Club
Meatloaf's
is awesome.
He is good, isn't he? He's got the titties, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. And Mick Jagger, of course, which is turd of an actor. He was in Ned Kelly in the 70s.
Mick
Yeah.
Jagger.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the blind draft.
Blind draft.
Glee.
Try.
Oh, let's yell into the mic.
It was Glee.
Oh,
Oh, what was it?
Ironically, it's Glee.
yeah. Wow.
All
I'm
right.
really not liking you all today now.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
came in liking you all and you've all turned into turds.
I had your back at the start when you and Jack are arguing, but you've slowly managed to
Wear us
push
all
your
down.
only ally away.
Yeah. Well done, Russia.
I was going to say, I was going to start calling you Russia. No, we don't make political
Of course, we
jokes.
send all our best.
Here we go. Blind draft. Coop, you just keep track for me, all right?
Sure.
Number one, I've gone with Ice Cube.
Oh, he's been pretty good.
Rapper to actor.
So there's Ice-T and there's Ice Cube. Ice Cube's straight out of Compton.
Ice Cube did it better. Yeah, but he didn't play. His son did Straight Outta Compton. It wasn't him.
But he's been in.
He's
many
in
of
like
those
22
films.
Jump
Boys
Street.
in the Hood. I'll
Yeah,
go
but-
through. I'll go 4.
I reckon 3. Trish, you're deciding.
I'm going full.
Okay,
Yeah, 4. 4 it is.
All right. Lady Gaga.
Number one for me.
Yeah, number 1.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to
There
do?
would be very few that have done such a good job, I reckon.
All right. Yeah,
Transitioning.
I'm happy to go number one.
The only thing, I suppose, for a lot of people going forward, they will confuse. She's moved almost into that Barbara Streisand area. You go chicken or the egg, actress, singer, actress. She's so good at both.
Yeah, but she made her name
Singing
initially. So, yeah.
Poker face, mama, poker face.
And she's done 3
she's
big
good.
movies now.
She has.
Yeah, she's a talent. She's
right.
got good talent.
She's a great talent.
Next one. Jack Black.
5.
Oh, you reckon worse than
Yeah,
Ice
I mean-
Cube?
So hang
You
on,
haven't
which
seen-
did he go? He went acting to music?
No, he's done both. He's done the vice versa.
Yeah,
Trish.
he's kind of done them like almost simultaneously. I'm with you 5 though, because
5.
his music.
Tenacious D.
I do love Tenacious D tribute, the song, and I love the movie Tenacious D Pick of Destiny, but I still think he's probably 5.
Yeah, 5.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, wow.
He's not my genre.
Well, Frank Sinatra started, one of his first movies, Trish, was From Here to Eternity. Then he became really uncool, then got into singing, went back in. He sort of had 2 careers. I think it's 2.
Was that after his mafia ties?
That come
sort of
later.
shunned it in?
Allegedly.
Did he have
Trish.
ties in the mafia?
Allegedly.
Did he have ties in the mafia?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes.
I'll go 3. What did you say? 2.
I've gone 2.
No, 3.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Who's the last one then?
Okay, so what have we got slots filled up?
So we've got...
We've
Two
only got
is available.
Only got 2 left.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hit
we
us
got,
with
we got
Number 2.
Yep.
I'll read it out after.
Last one is David Bowie.
Oh, well, it just sits at 2.
You know,
I'm
Not
happy with
good.
that.
In Labyrinth,
I mean, I never saw it.
Zoolander.
Zoolander. Extras, Ricky Gervais, the TV show.
He was
good
in.
that.
I don't know if you've seen it, Cobber. It's another Christopher Nolan movie. We're going to make you watch Memento this week.
Yep.
But The Prestige. He's in The Prestige.
Oh, he is
plays
too.
Tesla.
That's a very underrated movie.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
very-
And
So-
now
The end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
We've got a close friend of ours who every time he goes karaoke sings Frank Sinatra's "My Way" and butchers it every time.
He does not. I've seen him do it very well.
Mate, he butchers it.
He does not.
I'll stop you right there, right? This man could impact both your careers and he could come back to haunt you one day if
Yeah.
you put him on show. So I'm
I'm not putting him on show. We're not.
And hey, and we don't need to go to karaoke. We can be anywhere and he will sing
Nah.
it.
He will.
And I love it. It's his thing.
I do love
he's
it.
a terrific fella. He's head of this massive news organisation, which he could end all our careers. He took singing lessons to sound like Sinatra, and
no, he was given.
No, he was
singing
gifted.
lessons. He was gifted, and
By his
then
family.
when we're away, he got up. He felt he had a moment of confidence. The fire was churning. He got up and just bombed, and then he took it out on everybody else.
Well, you know what? We can all have a bad day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the
That's fair.
mic, Matthew.
Yeah, I know. Look at today's podcast.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're starting to come good though.
We are.
While we're hot, Trish has taken over the quiz today.
I do.
She
This
has-
just came to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
It's first in. Guys, so you're competing against each other.
I think we got it.
I've got 5 questions and a bonus one if I'm
Does
feeling
everyone
it.
want to test our
Do
buzzers?
we, do we say a name? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to say your name? Or you can just give the answer. I don't care.
Just say your name.
Say your name. Say your
Test
name.
your buzzers, Dad.
Yep. You say your favourite footballer at the moment.
No, say Matt.
Josh Adokar.
No, too hard.
Okay, Matt.
Trish, let
It's
him do it.
actually a
It's
good
fun.
idea.
Yeah, it's fun.
Go.
What did I say before? Josh Adokar.
Josh Adokar.
Now I'll go Xavier Savage.
Oh,
Toby Sexton.
Oh, sex on legs. I love it. Gordon Chan Kum Tong.
Oh, yeah.
Gordon Chan. Oh, don't say who. He was Manly's 18th man. He plays hooker for him. He's a good player, man. He's a good kid.
I've only watched 2 games all season
And
so far.
he's a team man.
And
One of the fans, he stepped in and said, hey, don't give it a...
You've met him before. I used to play with Blacktown workers for him.
Have I met him?
With him.
Okay, I'll have to.
For him. He didn't own it. Sorry. Go, Trish.
Okay.
Actually, he did.
So these are all songs. You need to give me a song with this in the title.
Yep.
The first one is name a song that has a question in the title.
Xavier Savage.
Yeah.
What's going on? 49 Blondes.
Yeah, that's a question.
Okay. Very good. That's one for you.
Yeah, where did that one come from, by the way? I
don't know.
49 Blondes.
Keep
I hate
your
49
keep your
Blondes.
own tally if you don't mind. Number 2, a song that mentions a body part in the title.
Toby Sexton.
Yeah.
Shake Your Leg.
What song is that?
I don't know.
Gordon Chan Kum Tong. Shake your booty.
Yeah, well done,
There probably is a song called
Shake
Shake
Your
Your
Leg.
Leg. You've got to be able to actually sing it.
KC. Shake your leg.
Okay, one.
There probably is a song called that, but just come to mind.
One Coop, one Matt. Okay, third question. A song that mentions a body organ in the title.
Xavier Savage.
Yeah.
Um,
Toby Sexton after us.
It is Listen to Your Heart, Roxette.
Very good.
Listen to your
I
heart.
don't think. Oh shit.
Number 4, a song that has a city or a town in the title.
Toby
Sadie-
Sexton.
Oh, Toby Sexton.
New York.
New York what, Jack?
Actually,
New York.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hang on,
We're
slow
gonna
down
get-
for a second.
We're going to get on a technical difficulty.
Okay. Cooper's on 1, Jack's on 1, Maddie's on 2. Okay. A song that mentions a country in the title.
Jack, Australia. Shit.
Oh,
Toby Sexton.
yeah.
This is Australia.
No.
No,
No, it's called Born in the USA. Xavier Savage.
Hey, what was the question?
State.
a song that mentions a country in the title. What song did you say?
That's called
This is
Sound.
Australia's called Sounds
Yeah,
of Them.
remember we've had this before.
Thank you, Jane.
I thought it was out on the patio.
Yeah.
in brackets, it says this is Australia, though. on
Yeah,
Spotify.
brackets don't count, bruh.
Yeah, okay. Xavier Coates, what did you say?
Sorry, legend.
Xavier Savage, I said.
Is it?
Born in the USA.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Matthew's on 3. Sorry. Okay. Looks like he's a Scream Away winner. However, I have a final question.
Do it.
A song with a foreign word in the title.
Xavier Savage.
That doesn't count.
Sorry?
Toby Sexton.
Oh, very good.
Ha.
Okay, Matt, Scream Away winner. Very good.
Thanks, guys.
I you know what's funny about that? We had one of our cousins used to date a French person, and they came over to the house one time. Dad got so blind on red wine, and he was trying. He brought up this massive historical incident that happened in France, and he was blind, and he was going. He goes, "Was the worst day of your life, you know, this day when they did this in France?" And she goes, "I've never heard that before in my life."
And I said, get out of my house and come back when you read up in your French history.
No, and then Dad told her all about it, and she was like, "I've never heard that before."
Was
And
it
then-
true?
And then I was
Or
going,
did you make it
I can't
up?
remember. I was
and
blind.
I was young, and I was going, "Dad, I don't think it's true." You might. And then he was like, "No, it is true. I've read it all the books." And then he put that song on Sans Plan pour moi and just sung it at her the whole night.
Was it Blasty Bertrand?
Plastic Bertrand.
Yeah.
He was Belgian, actually. He wasn't French. So.
But he
Pick out
spoke
what-
French.
Pick out that one. Mate, if you're going to make an impact and question people, make sure you're questioning with the truth, brother.
Sorry, brother. What did you say? Hey, recommendations to finish.
Oh, I've got one. I've binged over the weekend whilst I was a bit ill. The Diplomat.
Oh, is it good?
So good. There's 2 seasons of it. Very, very, very good. Very insightful into politics.
Yeah, right.
Makes you question a lot of things.
Oh, like what sorts of things? By the way, when we're filming this, but midweek, the JFK files, 10,000 documents are going to be released by
Is
Trump.
it?
And you'll hear it here first.
Where will it be released?
It'll be released. We're filming on Wednesday this week, so today it should be released.
But where will it be released?
In the United States, probably on the internet.
Probably
mate.
on the
okay.
probably on the bloody
No,
ether.
I didn't know if they were going to put it out on Netflix or whatever.
They're going to put it on TikTok for everyone to see. So what's going to be on these JFK files? What is it? Like, is they everyone that went to Epstein Island or something?
Is it about his assassination,
But
Jack?
it's around his assassination.
Yeah.
Mafia links, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It'll all appear. It'll really pull back the curtain. Oliver Stone, the movie, he's pretty heavy conspiracy theorist, and he had all these theories on who killed JFK. And, he made the movie JFK, lifted the lid on some of it. Well, he might be just vindicated.
Oh, you
Well,
reckon?
yeah, and
And we've got him on the podcast.
And we've got him
is
down the line.
The Diplomat, it just makes you question a lot of things, and it sort of makes you a bit of a conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy
There-
theorist. Okay.
Yeah, a conspiracy
Theorist.
theorist.
There you go. Yeah. Well, a lot of these assassinations and sort of different stuff in the US, they say a lot of it's an inside job, and I don't know a lot
Well,
about
the CIA, all close, allegedly.
Yeah. Hang on.
Would you say it's sort of like it's a byproduct of how intense their political scene is as well? Like that's why, whether it is or isn't true that like these governments like have these things in place and do these sort of things, but the fact that their politics is so competitive and people are so emotionally invested, it raises questions over you can see why there are conspiracy theorists in the US,
Absolutely.
like more so than over here. Like we don't have as many conspiracy theorists, especially with politics. Whereas over there,
We've got a lot of conspiracy theorists here, but they're conspiracy theorists for the US. Will Chambers, massive conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I remember when we were playing, he sent me an hour and a half documentary to watch one
Oh,
time.
God love him.
It was like about the Illuminati and how there's like an underground society of lizards.
Oh, yeah,
which
I've heard
which
that.
I do believe.
Yeah, do you reckon? I reckon.
I think
he lives.
I think someone controls Hollywood. I do believe.
Oh,
that.
I think that's
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think you're pretty right.
Well, I think like look at how they with the Trump Biden situation, how all the actors were divided into like they're coming out like De Niro was coming out and being like go vote for Biden, all that shit. All of it, man.
I think
the world's just an oyster.
Do you know what is highly unusual about the tenure of Donald Trump is that we are seeing, I think, for the first time in God knows how long, maybe even JFK, who knows, is that the president's decisions and opinions are the president's decisions and opinions.
yeah.
He is
A dictator.
They voted. And do you know what, Trish? If you vote for the man, you want him making the decisions. God knows in the past, the puppets sat in the background. There you go. Who's running the free world?
Yeah, hey.
Because it's a huge job.
We've got Will Chambers on the line.
And we've got him on the line. I was just stoked to hear you say who's rocking the free world. like you just
They got
entered into
Neil
it.
Young over there. Earth flat or is it a
Oh,
sphere?
it's around sphere.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
of
that?
course.
Have you ever been out in space and checked it out?
No, I have not, but I've seen pictures.
It is-
I've watched Star Wars.
What
today.
dimensions a picture?
It is
Colin?
actually-
I've got a
Star Wars,
question.
brother.
It is actually scary how it could be. It could actually be flat and we have no
We're
idea.
just being fed. But what would be
Marco
the
Polo.
benefit in someone telling us that it's round and providing pictures of it? What would be the benefit of it?
Just to
Like that's the thing.
No, that's a good point, actually.
You know what I
Like,
mean? If
yeah.
there's got to be reason and a benefit to someone for every decision.
Yeah, like
resources, Trish. There's only a limited amount of resources.
Well, whether it's flat or it's a sphere,
Have a look at all the other planets.
limited resources.
Just think about this. The other planets just cruising around our solar system who are around their planets. And so do you think that all of a sudden they look at Earth and it'd just be this flat plane?
Well, you haven't seen the other planets either.
very true.
Again,
It's very true.
Again, I've seen Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica. all
When you look,
those.
I suppose we can look out at night and we see the moon and the sun, and
They're
they're
round.
both round. Well, from our point of view.
Well, again,
there could be two dimensions.
We're only seeing two dimensions. Coop.
Can I-
Trish and I have seen Mercury. When you go to Uluru, you can see Mercury.
Yeah,
Can't
but
Trish?
you can't tell from that.
I could.
Yeah,
it was
well,
round.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I saw
Same
shooting.
shape as an orange or a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Or that fact a
But
cricket ball.
can I just say something?
Go on.
In this world, every minute of every day, we are putting our faith into what we're told.
Exactly. We're just
Every minute, and a lot of trust, like going out on the roads.
Sorry.
You're trusting that someone else is going to follow the same
Oh, yeah,
rules
yeah.
as you, and therefore we're not having a crash.
100%.
When people don't follow those rules,
Yeah.
then we have a crash, right?
Society falls apart.
100. You're dangerous, Maverick. You know what I mean?
So
Well, not necessarily, Trish. Germany's got a lot lesser rules on the road, and they sort of a bit more free will. And they got a fine system of transportation.
Well, I was over there. I saw a car accident on the Autobahn when I was over there in 2006.
and if you,
Let
yeah,
me tell you,
a lot of people don't survive those at
it ain't
those
pretty.
speeds.
Your ego's writing checks your body can't cash.
My recommendation this week is if you want to have a listen to the second album from Jet, I went back and had to listen to it again. Shine On. You got to have a listen to it. It's a
What a
go back.
random suggestion.
No,
Is
go
that-
back and have a re-listen.
Dad,
It's a masterpiece.
That was 20-something
What
years
year
ago.
were
They did have
Exactly.
good music. Is that, oh, look what you've done?
Can you keep singing? I'm not sure. No, that's off the first album.
Yeah, that is a great
So the
album.
first album was more AC/DC. The second album's far more Beatles, Oasis.
Did you just say the second album twice then?
No, he said the first album's more AC/DC, the second album's more Beatles,
Beatles.
Oasis.
Yeah, but he also said that the Earth is a sphere, and I don't believe him.
Sphere.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
You-
I remember about those boys. Remember
What?
we went to, what's the music awards?
The Arias.
We went to the Arias and we're walking up, and he decided that walking up the red carpet, one of them, I don't know which one it was, one of the sisters, I think, would be the perfect time to pash his partner on the red carpet. I remember looking, going, oh my
That's
God.
a massive tongue
please.
job. Me and Tricia stand next to him, and I said, "What do you reckon, babe?" And she said yes, and she was a great kisser.
That's brilliant.
Sarah and Sester.
Was she in two dimensions, Cobb?
Yeah, sure.
Are we?
Don't know what to do with that.
I
but
think we're
anyway,
done.
I'll just knock it back over the net.
Oh, I don't know what
50
people are
love.
thinking by now.
Yeah, but you know what? I like
It's
it when
kind
we
of a bit weird.
I like it when we freestyle a little bit weird like that. It's, I reckon it would have sounded if I'm driving in the car listening back to this, it would have sounded like we were high.
Where were you? You guys are going to get me to watch Memento tonight.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Yeah, we're gonna get. We're gonna
never
get
seen it
tonight or this week at some stage. Yeah, we know obviously on your SEN show, your Friday mornings, you guys do a movie of the week segment, and I know that your two film men, Hogarth, Benjamin, and Liam Alexander are massive film buffs. And me and Cooper were talking about it the other day. We said we need to get you to watch it because it's one of those movies that doesn't roll. It's nothing like it. There's never been anything quite like the way that movie goes by minute. So we want to see you.
I've never seen it.
And who's in it?
Guy Pearce.
It's an Australian film.
Oh.
Yeah, Mitchell
it's one of
Pearce's-
Christopher Nolan's first movies.
Wow.
And how old is it?
It'd be nearly 20.
20 years.
Okay, people.
So, but at the same time,
If you're looking
'cause
for something to
the,
watch it.
It'd be older.
Jet's album Shine On is the soundtrack to it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm in.
No,
I want to watch too. Oh, you're an idiot.
She's all in.
Hey, who's the idiot?
I know.
See you, people. Have a great weekend.
Are we going, are we?
Yeah.
I
What do you
think
got
so.
for us, Coops?
Oh, no. I was
on.
just scrolling on TikTok. No, my bad.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
My bad.